Hi, everyone. We are in the middle of Module 4, and this week the focus has been on healthy relationships. And so that could be anything from relationships you have with friends to relationships you have with siblings or significant others. Maybe it could be a roommate. But we all know that even when we really like the other person we're in a relationship with, things can be stressful sometimes. We have disagreements, we have to be able to navigate those. And so things aren't always that easy. So working through some strategies in helping you be the best you can be as part of a relationship, that's what our focus is for this week. There's also some content on personal change, goal setting, thinking about what you want to be doing, a year from now, 5 years from now. This is really pertinent to those of you who are getting ready to graduate, maybe in the spring, and you're a little bit nervous or anxious about what your next step is going to be. Even really good for those of you who are still underclassmen and kind of trying to figure out what maybe you want to do. Maybe you're thinking about switching majors. There's a lot of things that are rolled into the whole idea of personal change. And for most of us, change is something that doesn't come really easily. I think we tend to like being in our normal patterns. It's just easier, it's more comfortable, and getting out of those comfort zones sometimes takes a little bit of work. So as you're going through the content this week, I want you to pay close attention to the techniques, see what you can find that might work for you as a good coping strategy. One of the techniques especially focuses on listening, which may be something that is tougher for some of you than for others, but see what you can pull out of that can be meaningful to you. On the discussion board, you're talking about the stress that maybe comes from relationships with your friends. And we all know that a lot of times if our friends are going through really stressful stuff, it does bring some stress to our own lives, and vice versa. When we're going through stressful things, probably it adds some stress to their lives. So how do we navigate that? And the culminating part of that, I asked you to consider what you might do to help ease the stress of a friend this week. I've been thinking about that in terms of my own life, and especially related to my family. And so I've got some ideas of things I'm going to do for my husband and my kids this week, just to try to bring a little bit less stress or ease some of the stress in their lives. I have 2 kids who are in college, so they are walking the same walk that you all are. One daughter who's still in high school. And so we navigate much the same stress with academics. I know my college students, sometimes they get worried about finances and things like that. And certainly relationships with others are a big deal. And as we're headed into the holidays, for some people, that's really stressful. So I want you to focus on what you can do this week. And then I'll be back to kind of set you up for an intro for next week, for week 5.